Hi friends, I'm Jennifer Scott and welcome back to my channel, J Scott Beauty. If you're obsessed with all things skincare, makeup, beauty, then this is the place for you. Now don't forget, I'm not an esthetician or a dermatologist. I'm just a girl who's obsessed with learning, trying, reading, buying all things beauty and skincare. So if you have something bad going on with your skin, please see an esthetician or a dermatologist. They're professionals and they'll get you on track. But if you're just looking for some tips, tricks, fun things, how-tos, I'm your girl. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here, especially Angel, Jade, and Prue. I want to thank you guys for joining the family. So what are we talking about today? Well, most recently, I've had more than one friend say the same exact thing to me. They're like, I'm not enjoying my makeup no matter what I do. It makes my pores look big. My makeup looks cakey. I'm feeling like I just don't want to wear makeup anymore. And for me, that's like, girl, stop. That's exactly where I was several years ago. All the makeup I was trying, buying, using was not working out at all. I kept going back to Sephora saying, this is crap, give me something else. I'd take it home, looked like crap. Finally, they said to me, you know what, it might be your skin. And I was like, oh, you're right. So what did I do? I went to my dermatologist. I always trust the professionals. And even though at Sephora they did have a couple things, my dermatologist was the place that I started. Now, skincare is having a moment right now. Within the past year, skincare has exploded, probably because most of us have been home. We haven't been wearing makeup every day, so we've been taking really great care of our skin. Awesome. However, as we've eased back into wearing makeup, if you weren't taking care of your skin, you're like, what is going on? Why isn't my makeup looking as cute as it used to? There's a couple reasons. Now, we are all aging. No matter what, if you're 21, you're aging. If you're 14, you're aging. If you're 50, you are aging. By the grace of God, you will continue to age, but we don't want our skin to look like it is really aging and getting older. And taking care of our skin in the most basic ways is really what's going to make your makeup look better. It doesn't matter if you're buying drugstore, Sephora, Chanel, it doesn't matter. If your skin isn't in the best possible condition, it can be for you. And I'm not saying perfect skin. Perfect isn't a thing. Don't get all hung up on that. I'm just saying if your skin isn't in the best condition for you, then your makeup isn't going to look its best. So we're going to talk about the easiest things you need to do to get your skin right so your makeup is on point. Now, it's no secret, I have tons and tons of skincare. We're not going over all of that stuff. We're going over the basic things you need to do morning and night to get your skin in its best condition within the next 30 days to 3 months. That's right. You're not going to see results for about 30 days, and you're going to see great results within 3 months. It's all about being consistent, using your products, and listening to your skin. What works for you may not work for your friend, might not work for me. You have to pay attention to your skin. So even though I'm giving you these recommendations, if at any point anything is burning, now that's not tingling, I'm saying burning, like you put it on and you're like, oh my God, this hurts. Rinse it off with some cool water immediately. But if you're just feeling a slight tingling and you can stick with it and it goes away within 30 seconds, then that's fine. But if it is hurting or the tingle lasts any longer than 30 seconds, get it off your face. So here's my suggestions. In the morning, there's only 4 things you need to do. First step is cleansing. Now, do you really need to cleanse? If your skin is not oily or just yucky feeling in the morning, then no, you don't have to cleanse your skin. It is not mandatory. If you cleanse the night before, you don't have to cleanse in the morning. But what you need to do is get some moisture on there. All you need to do is just splash a little cool water on your face and then gently with a towel pat it slightly dry. Leave it still a little bit damp. Now, I'm not saying droplets all over your face, but do not wipe your face bone dry. That's not necessary. We do want to add a little bit of moisture into the skin. Now, the very first thing we're going to do after that is an acid. Now, what? I know. Don't be scared. The acid I'm talking about is a BHA. That's right, a salicylic acid. The whole point of salicylic acids are to clean out your pores. So salicylic acids are oil soluble. That means they can actually go into your pores and clean out the dirt. So if you're like, my pores are enlarged, my skin looks like it has texture, it's just not cute. you need to use salicylic acid. Now for me, I use it every day. And if I skip a day, my skin actually starts to get clogged. It is annoying as hell. However, this here from Paula's Choice, and actually probably 4 of their other salicylic acids, all work great for me. I'm not going to go over all of them and what they do and how I like them and their different textures and whatever. I'm just going to say this one here is the basic one that everybody in the world loves. Now, don't worry about paying attention to all these things. I will have the actual routines linked in the description box below, and I will have all the products also linked. All right. Onward we go. So salicylic acid is going to clean out your pores, and what that does is it allows your pores to not look so open and stretched out. Once they're cleaned out, they will appear to have shrunken. Yep, your pores don't actually open and close, but when there's excess dirt in there, they do spread. So we want to get that dirt and oil out of there so that they can kind of shrink back to the normal size that they normally are. And also, it cleans out any texture that gives you like the bumpy things on your face that you're like, what is that? Now, I'm not talking about if you have the keratosis pilaris or if you have actual acne. This is just like small clogged pores. This here is an absolute wonder for that. And for me, it's a must-have in my everyday. Now listen, you may not be able to tolerate this every day. So I'm going to suggest you start off with using this just every other day. Now for me, I get no tingling, no burning, no sensations whatsoever. It feels like I'm putting water on my face. If you get burning, stop using it and rinse it off. So after you've cleansed, used your BHA, the next thing you need to do is put on a moisturizer. I don't care what kind of moisturizer you use, find something you like. If you already have something you like, awesome, keep using it. For me, I have several. Now, right now, it's summertime, so I prefer lightweight gel moisturizers. So the Oh So Simple Water Cream from Crave, I love this so much. And from Belief, their Aqua Bomb, this has been a staple in my house for years. I use it in the summer. My boys use it all year round because it's lightweight. You don't notice it. So for summertime, if you don't like a heavy moisturizer, I definitely suggest going with a gel moisturizer. It'll feel lightweight, it dries down quickly, and you don't even notice it, but it's going to help your skin retain moisture. I, of course, have been using the Peptide Moisturizer from Naturium. I use 2 pumps in the morning. I'm loving this. But don't forget, whatever you do on your face, I recommend you do on your neck and décolleté, except acids. Now for me, I don't use acids, especially BHAs, on my neck and décolleté. These are very sensitive areas. Your skin can't usually handle potent acids like AHAs and BHAs. The skin on your neck and décolleté is very sensitive. I mean, it will freak out, it will scream at you. It does not want acids on it usually, so don't attempt it, especially in the beginning. So we've cleansed, we've put an acid, we have moisturized. The last thing we have to do is a sunscreen, and this is a non-negotiable. When you're using acids on your skin is getting sensitized. So if you're gonna go to all the trouble of taking good care of your skin and then you're gonna go out in the sun, you're actually going to not only reverse what you're trying to do to your skin, it is going to become hypersensitive and you're gonna have pigmentation coming out like crazy. You need to protect your skin. And I know sunscreen is super personal. If you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, if you have combo skin, if you have normal skin, there's a sunscreen for every single condition you have. If you have any questions about sunscreens or want some recommendations, let me know in the comments below. I will be happy to tell you what I'm liking, loving, and what I think you would enjoy. Now for me, because it's summertime, I like to kind of like have some of my steps combined. So I've been using from Fenty Skin this moisturizer that has an SPF in it. I am loving this so much. It's so nice to not have to, go from a moisturizer to a sunscreen. Because for me, I like to let the moisturizer dry down before I put the sunscreen on. I don't have to do that here. It's an all-in-one. It's lightweight. It feels great. I think it's an SPF of 30. It's not the highest. SPF 50 is a little more desirable. But after you use this, you can go in with other SPF products. You can use a powder like this one here. You can use a tinted sunscreen like this one here. If you have dry skin, you can use something like this, which has squalene in it, which will keep your skin hydrated. If your skin is a little oilier and you want to take that down a little bit, then you can use something like this that is going to have a more matte finish. There are so many different options, so please don't skip sunscreen. It's going to make a really big difference. Listen, I'm in my 50s. By no means was I a sunscreen user my entire life. I would use it when I went out to the beach, mostly just like around my eyes and my mouth, and that was definitely not enough. It did help a little bit because I don't have the wrinkles around my eyes and my mouth, which I might have had otherwise, but I'm using it consistently now because it's so important. So the acronym that you can remember to use your products in the morning is CAMS: Cleanse, Acid, Moisturize, Sunscreen. I know it seems silly, but for me, acronyms like that work out so well. All right, so now comes your evening routine. You're gonna cleanse no matter what, especially if you've worn sunscreen that day, because you're gonna wanna break it up and get it off your skin. So you know the double cleanse is always the way to go. So you can either wash your face twice with the same cleanser, or you can get like an oil cleanser or a balm cleanser like I love and use that, and then go in with your normal cleanser. So cleanse your skin first. And then you're going to go in with an acid 1 or 2 times a week. I recommend using either a lactic acid or a glycolic acid. Now, I have many acids that I use for lots of different reasons, but no matter which one I'm using, I only use them twice a week. That's all my skin can tolerate. But beyond what it can tolerate, my skin looks so great the morning after having used these acids. Lately, I've been super in love with Pharmacy's Honeymoon Glow. It definitely has a tingle when you put it on your face. It doesn't burn, but it does have a tingle, for me at least. And in the morning when I get up, my skin looks so lovely. This has been such a huge game changer for me. I'm going to keep it in my skincare routine, but I do, swap it in and out with other acids. I do like this glycolic acid from Naturium, and I always have used from Ren, the Ready Steady Glow Tonic. This here is a lactic acid toner. However, it has a lot of citrus oils in it, so it does feel like a little more tingly, a little stronger, and it says on here you can use daily. No, you can't. I don't care what anybody says. This is once or twice a week only. Trust me on that. Now, for those of you who have extra sensitive skin, I recommend either a PHA or a mandelic acid. They are both incredibly gentle. The PHA is actually a little moisturizing, so you'll get extra benefits from it. And honestly, all AHAs are moisturizing. You don't think of AHAs as like a moisturizer, but that's actually one of their properties. However, this is like a surface exfoliant that is super duper gentle. So if you want to tiptoe your way into acids in the evening, a PHA or a mandelic acid is an easy way to do it. You will not have any side effects. If you do, wash it off. Now, you should only use those acids twice a week. Now, 2 other nights a week, you should definitely be using a retinol. Whether you're using this one here from Paula's Choice, which has a moisturizer in it, or this retinol here from Naturium, which has a few other ingredients in it, like bakuchiol, or if you're using a prescription like this one here, I get this from my dermatologist. No matter what you're using, I recommend in the beginning only using it 2 nights a week. So say you use your AHA one night, skip a night, then the next night will be your 3rd night, use your retinol. Then skip a night, then the next night, use your AHA. That way you're slowly introducing it to your skin, giving your skin a little break, and actually helping it work slowly and gently. This bitch here, ooh, she owns my heart. Now, I have talked about retinols till I am blue in the face on this channel. I love them so much. They have made such a huge difference in the tone, texture, bounciness of my skin. I think it has done wonders for keeping wrinkles at bay, but it also has stimulated collagen so that my skin is staying full and plump. Listen, I don't look like I'm 30 years old, but I don't think I look like I'm in my 50s, although I could be a little delusional on that. Now, when you're just starting off using a retinol, I recommend the buffering system. That means after you've cleansed, dried your face, put a moisturizer on first and then your retinol. Using the moisturizer first kind of buffers the retinol. It doesn't make it as strong on your face. Then after a couple weeks, when your skin has gotten used to the retinols, you can go straight from cleansing, drying your face into a retinol, and then putting a moisturizer on top. Now for me, when I'm using my stronger retin-A's like tretinoin or this microencapsulated one, I always use from Crave their Great Barrier Relief. This is a non-negotiable in my skincare routine. I use 2 pumps all over the face. I even use it under the eyes. There's no need for a separate eye cream. This is so calming and nourishing that when your skin is doing, its cellular turnover and you start to get any flaking like that, this really minimizes, for me at least, like any of the sensitivity that you might get. Now this little bottle here, I think is around $28. You can't buy it in stores. You do have to get it off Crave's site. If it fits into your budget, I highly recommend getting this. It is such a wonderful product that is another one of those game changers that I talk about. But if you don't want to spend the extra money on the Great Barrier Relief, then I definitely recommend getting Naturium's Peptide Moisturizer. I use a little bit more. I use 3 pumps of it at night, and then I use an occlusive on top of it afterwards. So I either use the Intense Overnight Sleeping Cream, or from Kate Somerville, I will use this, what is it called? The Delicate. They're both thicker, and what they really do is not act so much like a moisturizer, but they act to keep the moisture in. So you need to put your moisturizer on first and then go in with something heavy like this. Now, if you don't want to spend your money on these, not a big deal, because you can use Vaseline. I know, relax, calm down. It's not that scary. You only need like a pea-size amount, a tiny, tiny amount. Rub it on your hands and then gently go over the skin. It's an occlusive layer which will keep the moisture in. You're not going to be greasy, and when you wake up in the morning, your skin is going to feel so plump and hydrated and dewy because the moisturizer has stayed in your skin all night long. You haven't had water loss overnight. Using something like this or using the one from Aquaphor is like a long-time staple that dermatologists and estheticians have been recommending for years. It works great. You don't need a ton. Don't be scared. So our evening acronym is CARM, Cleanse, Acid, or Retinol, Moisturizer. It's only 3 products you need to use. So I'm willing to bet you all currently have a cleanser and a moisturizer in your routine. Adding a BHA, an AHA, and a retinol is going to change your skin in 30 days. You will not believe it. Stay consistent, and within 3 months, you're going to be blown away by what has happened to your skin. But don't forget, listen to your skin. Just because I told you to use a retinol twice a week and an AHA twice a week, your skin might not be ready for that. It may want those ingredients only once each week. That's fine. You have to work your way into these things. You have to slowly build. Listen to your skin because it really will make a difference. And of course, if you have any reactions, red splotchiness, pain, significant irritation, then stop everything you're doing, pare back to just cleansing and moisturizing and sunscreen for a week or 2 and get your skin reset so that you can slowly start adding these things in very gently, very slowly. Now, listen, I'm by no means suggesting that this works for every single person all the time, but I am saying this is what worked for me. I did this under the direction of my dermatologist, and I've been doing this for 8 years now. I am happy with the condition of my skin. I am never going to have the skin of a 14-year-old again unless I were to get a laser. Have any of you had laser done? It's expensive, but definitely worth it, and I am absolutely considering it. And when I have the extra funds, I'm going to do it, and you all are going to come along and watch. But until that time, I'm going to continue with my skincare routine. Now listen, you know I have so many other skincare products, but these are the basis of my solid routine. There are plenty of days where this is all I do to my skin morning and night because I don't feel like using my other ingredients. And sometimes when I want to boost up what I'm doing, I will add my other ingredients. It's all about just listening to my skin. Whatever I think I need, whatever I think my skin can tolerate, then I add those products. But I will never give up acids, moisturizing, retinol, and sunscreen. Those are the basis of an excellent skincare routine. If you have any questions about any of these products or any products that you might be interested in, let me know in the comments below. I will, of course, link all of these products along with the actual morning and night routines in case you have any questions. You can refer back to them. I am affiliated with Naturium and Pharmacy, so those links would earn me a small commission, but don't feel like you have to use those links. You can go directly to the websites yourself. Do I seem enthusiastic about this? I am. I can't help it. I love this stuff. Now, for me, if I have to pick 4 that I will always repurchase, it's these here. I cannot be without these at this point. I love these so much. These are the center of my routine. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. You're like my little babies. Why are you so good? What is wrong with me? Why am I so addicted to these? Because they're so good. I know I seem ridiculous. I can't help it. I love these. Well, as always, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon.